Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing Bittersweet by RAJESH KONSAM. You know this video is very well prepared when I tell you I cannot for the life of me find my Kindle e-reader right now. So we're gonna have to work with me showing you pictures of the book, I suppose. I am in the middle of a move. I will be moving in less than 2 weeks, so I probably put my Kindle in a box somewhere. Also, another disclaimer, if you find the audio very echoey, I'm sorry, it's very empty in this space right now. It's the only space I can film in, because it's the only space I have natural daylight. I did find my mic again, I put it on the camera and hopefully that helps a little bit, but I can hear myself echoing, so I don't think it will work that well. So this video is part of my Support Authors series. I will be reviewing some debut novels or indie authors, new authors. And this is the second book I will be reviewing. RAJESH KONSAM is an Indian author and this book is written in English. That's important to remember. I will get back to you on that later. So in this story we follow Roshan, and Roshan is an aspiring sing and songwriter. Although he loves to write songs, his singing is average. I believe he's 25 years old and he works at a clothing store in the evenings to earn some money. And during the day he writes the songs and plays them together with his friend. Because of his average singing and he doesn't really feel confident in his writing, he is struggling a little bit as an artist until he meets Shania. Shania walks into the store he works at one day and is just this bundle of fiery joy that he enjoys very much and is very gravitated towards. And she changes his whole perspective on his own art. Roshan is adopted. He knows that. He already knew that for a long time, but he's not interested in finding out who his parents are. Then he learns an harrowing truth about his past and changes everything. So this story is a very cute contemporary story and I really enjoyed RAJESH's writing style. It's very easygoing, and he also writes down the songs that Roshan writes in like a poetry style. There is, however, one thing to note about the writing. RAJESH is obviously Indian. English isn't his first language, I assume, and I found that while reading this I've noticed a couple of grammatical errors. Now I'm Dutch, English isn't my first language, so I'll probably make a lot of grammar mistakes as well, so I'm not the one to judge on this, but I feel like there were a couple of mistakes in there. I didn't mind that much, but I can imagine that some people do. So if you do mind that a lot, I do not recommend this book for you because that might get a little frustrating. I really enjoyed the character of Shania. Shania was a very fiery, crazy kind of girl, but deep down she was still a little bit insecure, and I felt that made her a little bit more relatable. Roshan in this book is a very kind-hearted guy that is constantly worrying about doing the right thing. And then there's one moment where he just completely turns it 180 and is a real douchebag in a way. And that made me kind of like not like him that much. I felt he was a little bit selfish at the end, even though he was so selfless at the beginning. So I did not really enjoy his character arc as much. I did enjoy Shania's character arc. I felt like she got a little bit more confident towards the end. I felt like she was really understanding and very sweet, and a much better character arc in the story. I had a little bit of a problem with the storyline. So there is actually 3 separate storylines within the story. And there was a very distinctive beginning and end to each storyline. Because whenever this first or second storyline was wrapped up, it was done really abrupt. So there was this part in the second part of the storyline where there was this big thing happening It's very hard to explain without giving you spoilers. But there was this big thing, and it was a really big thing, and it was consuming all of Roshan's life. Let's just say that. You follow it from beginning to the middle, and then nearing the end, something else happens in the story, and the third storyline begins. And this very big thing, that was a big thing a couple of pages ago, is wrapped up in like 2 or 3 sentences. Like, that's how it ended, the end. And I felt that was really, really abrupt and very short. I wished it would have been more complex or more worked on. I wouldn't have minded if there was an additional 100 pages and it was actually completed in a way that I felt satisfied with it. There was this very distinctive part 1, part 2, part 3. And part 3 was like a complete 180 different story, like I was reading a different book. So that was also very conflicting, because I felt like I missed something or something. Roshan changed as a person, the whole story started to get less cute and sweet and all about the music and more about it took a dark path. There is a trigger warning for this book, and that is the death of a parent. Sorry if that's a spoiler, but I feel like I have to put in trigger warnings. I think I've said all that I want to say. What is very interesting is Rajesh is an Indian author. I have never read a book from an Indian author before, but I do definitely want to read more of Indian authors. I do hope when I do that I can read more about their culture. I felt like I got a little bit of a glimpse of that in this book, but I do want more. I gave this book 3 stars because of the writing style, the storyline, and the fact that it was a very cute contemporary, and I love me a cute feel-good story. I would definitely recommend this to people around the age of 16 to 25. Of course, you can read this when you're older or younger. I think that's also kind of the group of people that this book is aimed towards. If you love contemporary, I'm sure you'll love this as much as I do. If you like to correct people a lot on their grammar, this is not the book for you. Definitely not. So yeah, short and sweet review. I don't know what else to say. But I will also leave a review on my Instagram and my Twitter, so if you want to check it out, the links will be down below. You can order Bittersweet on Amazon as a Kindle ebook like I did, but I believe there's also a physical copy available. My camera is cutting out every few seconds now, so I will do the intro really quick. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, please subscribe and ring the bell to be notified, because I am not really uploading regularly. I am about to move in less than 2 weeks. I work full-time and I'm about to start an internship, so I've been slacking a little bit, and I reckon I won't do better soon. So once I'm all settled down, I will try to post more regularly, I promise. Hopefully until the next one. Bye. And when I start to think, oh, the whole close, it starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my